Hello, hello. What's up, Jacob? Good to see you. How you doing this weekend? Well, I think we should dig in. So we're starting with the motherboard, kind of where everything fits into. I did go for the internal capture card. You better post pictures of whatever it is you make with that thing. More room for hard drives? I mean, my hard drives are M2. Ahas are, they're a little weak. I think they're only like 50 milligrams of caffeine, whereas this is like 200. Okay, so we'll start with processor, and then I think then we'll do RAM. I've got 2 sticks here of 32 gigabytes so that I could expand it later if I want. And then we'll do our 2 terabyte M2 solid state. You're supposed to do a dry run out of the case. I like to YOLO and put it right in. So I might do that again. Hopefully everything works. Fingers crossed. All right. All right. Back to it. Hopefully you don't crash again. Seems good now. Okay. Yeah, Streamlabs crashed. Streamlabs was like, I'm done. All right, so here is our processor. It's the i7 LGA 1700. Okay. Only one way can go in. Nice. All right, processor's in. That was easy. And then we'll move on to RAM. All right, we'll do one at a time. And so you're supposed to, from what I've read, you're supposed to do every other, starting with, I guess you could start at the end and space it out every other. I think it needs to be like this. We also should put these down. Okay. And then we just snap it down. Easy. All right, stick number 2. In. Sweet. Okay, next we're going to do our M2 SSD. And now I kind of forget where that goes. I think it's this. Okay, so we did CPU, we did DIMM slots. We want this M2. So we're going to go to page 21. All right, so I think I was right. I guess I could look at the screen instead of looking down at the book. We want the 01 spot. For that, we need to... Ooh, the screwdriver might be too big. Way too big. Okay, we're back. We are back with a screwdriver. Okay. So we need to unscrew both sides And I believe what I'm unscrewing here is a heat sink. Not quite. Okay. We'll put this over here for safekeeping. And then let's grab our SSD. All right, there it is. It's wild how tiny hard drives are nowadays. Insert it and rotate. So maybe we don't need to screw anything. Okay. Okay. All right, we can put the shield back on. All right, so we've got processor, we've got RAM, we've got hard drive. Is it time to go to the case already, or should I put the GPU in? Might be easier to screw down the standoffs without the GPU in the way. We could do the cooler, but then I got the cooler like, no, you're right. I should at least put the bracket on for the cooler. So the reason the bracket is kind of weird here is because the cooler doesn't come with the bracket for my particular setup. So I had to order the bracket separately. It came free. Okay, I don't normally see these come out. Hopefully it's an easy fix. So one of these little thingies came out of the bracket. This is what you screw in the posts to. Okay, got it in. All set. And then I think this goes under or behind. Just need to get one of these screws out. There we go. We could probably even lower this a little bit and get my mic out of the way. We're going to screw these posts in before we move to the case. One more post. Cool. I think it's case time, which means I'm going to have to clear my desk off. I'm going to try and do it without even taking a break. We'll just do it live. It's a big case. Oh yeah, it's a big case. Okay. This will be interesting. So it looks like their standoffs are already installed here. Which makes my job much easier. Okay, now we need screws. All right, box is clean, which means that the screws are around here somewhere. Could they even be in the case? I suppose it's possible. There's like a bunch of wires back here. I think I might see something. Look what was hiding in the case. This is everything we need. All right, I'm glad I did that thorough check. Yo, Campbell, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining. We got the CPU, we got the RAM, and the M2 SSDs hidden under here. So we moved to the case, and it's a little awkward because my camera is not following my face, and also there's not much desk room. But we're making it work. So right now I'm trying to get the motherboard screwed into the standoffs. We just found some screws hidden in here. What's up, Nikki? Correct. This one's for me. Last one was for my wife. I made a couple upgrades. I doubled the RAM, and then I'm also installing an integrated capture card. Yeah, I love the case. It's big. It's definitely big, but there's lots of room to do what you need to do. All right, I'm going to start screwing in these standoffs here. So what are y'all up to today? Besides watching me toil here? Watching me build a computer, hell yeah. I'm hoping to see a successful post before the end of this stream. That's the goal. And like we could hang out while Windows 7 installs, maybe. First game I'm going to play is definitely going to be Fortnite. Most of the other games that I play don't really push my graphics card, and I want to push the graphics card and just like see what's possible. Like I also play like StarCraft 2 or Magic the Gathering or retro games, all of which don't push the graphics card. All right, so I ended up doing all the standoffs. I think next is going to be, should we do graphics card or should we do heatsink? I kind of think heatsink. So do we want it like this? Or maybe like this? Could we also go the other way? We're going this way. And we're going to do a little loop around. So it's going to be like this. Okay. There we go. I had to push down slightly. Okay. Last, we need the screws ready. So it's going to go down like this. Actually, I might want this slightly different positioned. So I'm trying to make sure, these are the power cables. I'm trying to make sure they have room to get up and out. I think that will work. I think it's these big thumb screws. I hate walking around with the thermal paste exposed. Let's do this. Oh, the new, okay, that doesn't fit. All right, so we're going to hold this for a second while I duck down. All right, we're going for it. What's up, Earl? Glad you could make it. We're doing the cooler right now. All right, this is feeling much better now. Earl actually inspired this build. I modified it only slightly. I upgraded the RAM sticks a little bit. But everything else is pretty much straight copying Earl's build. All right, I should probably tighten these down with a screwdriver. These are tightening down quite a bit, actually. We got some cables for the cooler. It's progressing really fast. Thank you. I hope we continue that pace. If we can continue this pace, I'll be playing tonight. Got it. Okay, this goes somewhere. So my thinking is that hot air rises. So I wanna pull in from the bottom and then push out the top. Okay, so we need screws for, I think these are them. These long ones. This is for the heatsink. Okay, we're gonna get this radiator on now that it's turned and I can see. So we got these little screws here. And these are gonna go into this radiator and attach to the case as well. Because I'm not gonna flip it, it's gonna be hard to see. I don't have a camera, so it's gonna be on this side. I don't have a camera for this side. I think I also have a better angle to get this cord in now as well. We got it. It's in there. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. We do need to deal with all those cords at some point. Graphics card. I think graphics card is next. Here she is. Beauty. It comes with this little like protective thing we have to remove. It is a chonker. That's for sure. All right, let's line it up again. Okay, I heard it click. Yeah, I cobbled together my site rewrite. I converted my personal site to Chakra UI and Next instead of Gatsby. I also changed my primary domain, so it's a little rough around the edges. You might notice. The specs page looks good. Gotta put this extra piece back on that I took off by accident. Alrighty, graphics card is in. While we're here, we should probably do the integrated capture card. Nothing like building a PC. Yeah, I'm in a constant state of, am I messing things up in a very expensive, bad way? It's my first time. I'll put this on screen here. So Elgato Capture 4K 60 Pro. This will let me do things like not need an external capture card, which shouldn't reduce my lag and also give me the possibility of like multiple HDMI ins. Came with an HDMI. Oh, we're gonna wing it. Hey, Rocco, Spain. Yeah, project. Been a while since I had a project. Been doing more gaming streams lately than coding streams. So maybe there'll be a project soon. All right, here she is. Cool. All right, looks like it's gonna fit. No prob. I wonder if it's okay if I put it here instead of here. I kind of want it away from the hot air being blown down by my GPU. Does that make sense, or does it matter? Let me get a better angle. Gotta remember my camera angles here. It's not just arm. That click is a good sound. Magnetic screwdrivers are amazing. There's a nice big close-up of my hand. Hey, Tony. Wedding today. Okay. That sounds like fun. Thanks for stopping by even for a little bit. I appreciate it. It's good to see you, Tony. Been a minute since we gamed together, but once this build is finished, or any time in the future, we should. All right. Power supply and then connecting all the cables. Oh, and then fans as well. I think power supply is next, though. Taking off the back panel. We got it. Okay, I'm going to unbox the power supply. Here it is. Okay. Here's the power supply. Am I going to power the house off this thing? Yeah. Power company's going to come after me for too much power consumption. Because I'm down here streaming at 4K to y'all. All right. I think it's going to go in here somehow. Had it backwards. Definitely want that fan pointing out. That's it. All right, now we gotta screw it in. Like, I can put these puzzle pieces together, but I don't really know what I'm doing, All right, power supply secured. Let me get the cables out. Cable bag. Kind of hard to read that. Maybe I'll put it on this camera. There we go. PCIe. Another PCIe. I think we'll end up using this for the fans. CPU. This is what I'm looking for. All right, this is where it's going to get tricky, not being able to just like walk around to all sides. Wire up the front panel connectors next. We can do that. Beautiful. So Nikki suggests we do this next. So let's do this next. Should I have done this before the graphics card? Maybe. Maybe yes. You might have also made the mistake every time. Yeah. Well, I've also made the mistake of putting the cooler bracket on the back of the motherboard on after putting the motherboard in the case. That one's always painful too with the fingers. Okay. I believe our CPU power are these two here. There's one. Next, we'll do the big one. Hey, thanks for the follow. What's up, Winston? We're in. Whew. This is the hard part. Connecting the PSU. I think we're good though. All right, next we can do GPU. So we got our PCIe cable. Okay, that's a little weird. But hopefully that's okay. I think the pins are just not aligned on the cable, which I'd much rather have than the GPU having issues. Okay, so we want to be pushing air up. Okay, intake. This is intake. Unobstructed fins is in. So I want this facing up like this to push air up and out. Okay, thank you. Harsh, I've been live for about close to 3 hours. It was great to have you here, Nikki. Thank you for all the help and the insight and everything. Hope you have a good workout. I think I made a mistake. I think this radiator has to get put in after the fans because there's no way to get a screwdriver up in here. If this was a speed run, this would be a reset. I'm pretty happy with how the camera angles are coming out too. Like I'm able to move it. I do have to move stuff, but I'm able to move it and then get a good angle for the most part. As long as I'm thinking about it, conscious about it. All right, that feels pretty good. Now let's reattach the radiator. Just threading these screws by hand to start. Just gonna make sure everything's in place here. Because there is a little tolerance. These screws are also very easy to strip. Okay, radiator has been reattached. Let's do some cable management. Then it comes with 3 fans. And then a controller. Taking out the controller first. And some screws. Okay, here it is. Valen's Gaming, what's up? Is that the Valen I know and love? Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. We're working on the fans, the case fans. Yo, Mike, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow. How you been? So they're chainable. They're daisy chainable. But one of them gets this. Like that. Been good, yeah. Crazy having a 2-year-old. Yeah, I don't have kids yet. I'm like a couple years behind you, I think. Maybe next year, 2023. Ryan Jr. bopping around. We'll see. Got it. Just kind of slides in place here. I think we're probably an hour away from booting, maybe less. I could potentially boot without doing these case fans. Now that I think about it. Maybe that's the play. I need to finish powering the water cooler. And then I think this is testable. So we could test it, get a post, celebrate, be happy, and then turn it back off, unplug it, and we can do case fans and case USBs. Put the side panels back on and install Windows. All right, let me finish daisy chaining these. Yes. Yes, Mike. Exclamation point specs if you want the full list. All right, we've got our fan grid. I'm going to put it aside for now. Okay, this is the USB connection for our liquid cooling. All right, it's on there nice and snug. What's left? Everything seems right to me. Okay, let's go for it. Power cable. We're gonna have to get a shot of the monitor, so we're gonna watch it post or not post. Hopefully it does post. Mike, you came just in time. Honestly, it's perfect timing. You're about to see the make or break it point. Yo, Zan. Yeah, we're prepping for a post test. All right, y'all. I'm not sure. There might be something wrong. I'm not sure yet. No signal. All right. Not sure if it's the monitor or the PC. So I'm going to do a quick check here. Just like push the cables in, make sure I didn't forget to power something. Yo, Chris, you're just in time. We're trying to post test right now. Also, thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. 31 months. Okay, I think I did make a crucial mistake. The GPU was unpowered. I think this is actually a good sign that there's an obvious error. Cable 2 in. I think we go again. Let's go. Come on. Y'all. We posted. Let's go. Oh, yeah. That's a good feeling right there. Hell yeah. We posted Malone 1080. We got 1080p. Okay. Okay. So what's left? We need to put the case fans in and then install Windows and put the panels back. We're in the home stretch, really. Okay. I'm going to power it down and we'll do case fans. Okay. So I got one grid. I think I'm going to do 2 grids. I think we want to be blowing out for the first one. How does this look? I think that's going to be a good spot. So that was like 3 3.5 hours to post. And it could have been faster, easily. 3.5 isn't bad, yeah. I feel like 2.5 is probably possible if I were to do it again right now. So we're gonna do this one grid, fan grid, and then I'm gonna do another one. I think at the bottom of the case as an intake, and then this one I'm doing right now is gonna be an outtake. I think we should chill because everything's going successfully. We should chill while it installs Windows. What do you say? We'll just keep. First comes Windows, then 11. We got 11 home. Maybe I should have got the Pro. I don't know. All right, that fan grid is done. We do need to put it in this hub though. Okay, we want USB. Sweet. All right, now let's do another fan grid. New domain. The other domain still exists. It redirects, but I launched my site yesterday. Don't tell anyone because it's rough. It's rough around the edges. Next.js, TypeScript, Chakra UI, MDX, all the goodies. I need to spend a bunch more time on that site, but when I do, I will do a proper tweet, I guess you could say. Okay, so this one's intake, which means we want the concave facing down, and the convex will blow up into the. Okay, I think we're good. I don't think it's gonna fit. It's the Elgato that's in the way. We could just do 2 instead of 3, and that way we still have an intake on the case. It's a nice thing about these. You can just like chain them together as long as you want. Bringing the mic way down here so I can still talk to y'all while we do this. So I need to get under the case. Done. I'm gonna need a keyboard and a mouse. Got a beastie keyboard here. Okay, I also need the Windows USB. We're good. It's in here. Oh my goodness, it was just floating around. I was about to be so upset that I got shipped a Windows key with no key. Oh, I need to do a uses on my site for my gaming stuff. All right, re-plugging in the power cable. And then we have to re-plug in the HDMI. Okay, let's boot it up again. Look at those lights. That's pretty nice. And there's Windows. We're booting. We're installing. Okay, I'm gonna hide this portion while I do the Windows key so we can look at my pretty fans instead. All right, hard drive is confirmed to be working. All right, the install is off. I think now we just wait. What are y'all up to? Oh, I could put the sides on. Counting down to Fortnite time. You mean my Windows install? So y'all are just here with me? All right. We gotta get the sides back on. My Windows install. Well, we have to install Windows. We have to install Epic, Fortnite. What else? Well, you know what? I'm also not on the internet with this thing yet. Yeah, Wooting as well. Anything else? Yeah, we're gonna have to flip this bad boy around and deal with the cable management in the back. You'll need an Ethernet connection. Okay, this is a bit of a dilemma. I don't think I can do Wi-Fi, and my Ethernet hardline is in my PC that's currently streaming. Like, I know it has Wi-Fi capabilities. I just think in order to use them, I need to be booted. Oh, I also need to do drivers. I need to install drivers and stuff. I wonder if I have to shut down the stream to finish this off. I don't have another Ethernet cable long enough. Yeah, I think we turn the stream off for now and finish up and come back. And by come back, I mean log on to Fortnite. You think I can manually swap it fast enough before my stream goes down? Okay. I don't see any other option at this point. Well, I think this was a pretty big success. Under 5 hours, Windows is almost done. Everything is pretty much working. Just need to do some cable management and some tidying up. I'm going to stop the stream here. I'm going to plug in the Ethernet, get Windows finished up, and then I'll be on Discord. We'll see you soon.